What's up, gamers? Red Dragon here, and we are covering the latest on PlayStation and Sony. So we're going to kind of cover some stats that have come out in the last few days. There's been a lot of news stories that we've been posting up on VGM, and so I've kind of compiled them all together in this one video, so you'll get a lot of different stats. So first off, we're still hearing 4.2 million PlayStation 4 sold. They haven't updated that number. They have told investors, though, that PlayStation 4 is exceeding expectations. So at the beginning of the year, they tell their investors how many units they plan on moving. So they told investors they planned on selling 15 million PlayStations. That's PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4s combined. So that's what investors are looking at. They did say, however, that that projection has not changed. They're still estimating 15 million units because even though PS4 is outperforming, they do say PlayStation 3 is underperforming. So the drop from it was greater than they expected. They do claim that 90% of all PlayStation 4s are connected to the internet. They say PlayStation Plus subscriptions are up 90% overall. They say half of all PlayStation 4 owners are subscribers to PlayStation Plus, which, if you think about it, that's obviously a lot of PlayStation 4 users who are subscribers to PlayStation Plus, but that's also a huge number of people who aren't. And, you know, that was a crowd that Microsoft basically let go, because I would imagine if we saw the stats for Xbox Live, I can't imagine anybody owning an Xbox One and not having Xbox Live. You know, there's not really much use in it. So Sony, half of users are PlayStation Plus subscribers. They say when you break down the time that people are spending on the consoles, it averages out to about 34 million hours a week that gamers are spending playing video games on their PlayStation 4. They say 16 million hours a week are on media and other apps and entertainment. So almost twice as many playing games as there are enjoying the other entertainment apps. And that would be another stat that I would like to see Xbox's stats on, and see how many hours are spent versus gaming there. 1.7 million hours have been live streamed so far, and 48 million screenshots and gameplay videos have been shared. They also say that 1 in 3 Vita owners own a PlayStation 4. So things are definitely looking good in the PlayStation division. When you take a step back and look at Sony overall, it's still not looking very good. They just recently were downgraded again by a very highly respected credit agency. Fitch had already rated Sony as junk as far as their credit rating goes, meaning that they're basically telling people don't invest in Sony. And Moody's just recently changed its credit rating of Sony to junk also last week. Now, Sony has announced some changes that they are going to be implementing almost immediately in order to try to turn the company around. First off, they are getting out of the PC business. So they are going to be selling off their PC side of the business and focusing on mobile instead, they said. They also are looking at spinning off their TV sector. And they also announced 5,000 people will be laid off by the end of the fiscal year. So as I mentioned, all these stories were combined from several different articles that have come out over the last few days that we featured on VGN. That's why you got to check VGN every day. We update it multiple times a day. So the latest news is right there. All the stories in the description box. You can go check them out, read them for yourself. Drop a like on your way out. And if you're new here, you want to stay up to date with the latest gaming news and information, be sure you subscribe. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.